India and UAE are now partnering to build one of the largest AI supercomputing infrastructures India has ever seen.
Powerful enough to place India among the small group of nations that can well train frontier-scale models on their own soil.
India is probably the only country where when the Prime Minister goes on international tours for geopolitical diplomacy, people start mocking him. बस foreign trips से कहते रहते हैं, tourism चल रहा है क्या? But here's the thing most people don't understand. Global economies do not run on Instagram opinions, they run on relationships, trust and strategic alliances. And leaders travel because countries invest in countries they trust. Nobody is going to hand over billions of dollars, critical technology or strategic partnerships just because your citizens are fighting in comment sections with anime profile pictures. And one such example quietly happened during Modi's recent UAE visit. Most headlines focused on the $5 billion investment announcement, but behind closed doors something much bigger happened. The UAE President gifted Narendra Modi an advanced AI superchip made by Cerebras Systems. Now, this wasn't some ceremonial souvenir you put in a glass box and forget about. This chip represents something much bigger. India and UAE are now partnering to build one of the largest AI supercomputing infrastructures India has ever seen. And this is where things become insane. See, most AI systems today run on GPUs, mainly from companies like Nvidia. But Cerebras took a completely different approach. Instead of using small chips, they asked, what if we turn the entire silicon wafer into one giant chip? Now for decades, experts believed this was practically impossible because even one tiny manufacturing defect could ruin the entire processor. But Cerebras somehow solved this problem by designing the chip in a way where it can reroute data around damaged sections automatically, which honestly sounds less like engineering and more like someone ignored physics out of confidence. This single chip has over 4 trillion transistors, nearly 1 million AI optimized cores, massive bandwidth speeds, and reportedly delivers AI training speeds up to 20 times faster than traditional systems. Basically, this thing makes normal chips look like school calculators, and India is getting 64 of these systems. Together, they will power a gigantic AI supercomputing cluster inside India. Now, why is this such a big deal? Because the real AI war is not about chatbots anymore, it's about infrastructure. The country with the best compute power builds the best AI systems. And until now, most countries heavily dependent on foreign cloud infrastructures, meaning your AI models, your research, your sensitive national data could all be running on servers controlled somewhere else. But this changes that. India now gets sovereign AI infrastructure, which means faster AI development, more national control, lower dependency on foreign systems, and cheaper compute access for Indian startups and researchers. Now that's huge because compute power is becoming the new oil. America dominates through Nvidia, China is rapidly building domestic AI chips, the Middle East is aggressively investing in AI infrastructure, and now India is entering the race seriously. Most people still think AI is just ChatGPT making Studio Ghibli images and helping students finish assignments they were never planning to study for anyways. Meanwhile, governments are quietly building the infrastructure that could define the next global power structure. And that's exactly why these diplomatic visits matter far more than people realize. Let me know what your thoughts are about this in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.